There's times we're going to have to argue with our own members if they're looking at for only positions for themselves, not for the country.
All right, so we just now did a video where we was talking about the whole Speaker of the House votes and whatnot, and how Kevin McCarthy has lost 6 times. 6 times. All right, and that just blew my mind. And that people are hoping that either Jim Jordan or Byron Williams win, and they believe, and not because Kevin McCarthy is a bad guy, it's just they believe that he's just too much establishment, he's too much government, like, because the whole purpose why I believe Trump was elected in the first place was to get rid of the swamp, or what was it? What was the term? Get rid of the swamp, throw out the swamp, swim in the swamp. But and I'm talking to my people. Drain the swamp. It was drain the swamp. Okay, thank you so much. I told y'all I'm the worst. So it's drain the swamp. So so we talked about that thing right there. And one of my people in here, a lover of Jesus and humanity, thank you so much, let me know that Kevin McCarthy actually has a response to everything that was going on. This is my very first time seeing this.
Leader, are you going to stay in the race, Leader McCarthy? You're not
Yes,
dropping off.
I'm not going anywhere. Are you sick? No, I just...
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? He seen it. Look. I'm move my mask out the way. I'm gonna tell you why. This is why I laughed. The reason why I laugh is because this guy right here has a big old mask on, right? And then he said, "I'm not going anywhere," because the guy asked him. He said, "Are you going to run again?" And he laughed. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to run. Why wouldn't I?" Then he looked at the guy right here, and he said, "Why? Why would you ask?" And then he said, "Are you sick?" He looked at this guy and said, "Are you sick?" Now, you know why he asked him that. I'm not going to say why he asked him that, but you see why he asked him that. But I just thought that was hilarious. Like, the timing was just crazy. All right, so let's get back to his response.
Can I trade places with you?
We did have an intense conference, and it's intense for a purpose. We have worked for a long time. I've been leader for 4 years. I came into this position and we had less than 200 members. We are now sitting in the majority. We put forth to the American public a commitment to America. There's times we're going to have to argue with our own members if they're looking at for only positions for themselves, not for the country.
Whoa. Sound like he's taking a shot at someone, and I would love to know who that is. All right. Also, if it sounds to me like he was pretty successful at his job. So if he was pretty successful at his job in helping to grow the Republican Party on that side and help get jobs and take over, become the majority, then again, why do people not want him again? Do they think that he's going to be, do you think that he's a rhino? Okay, that's a Democrat dressed as a Republican for Halloween. Okay.
For the last 2 months, we worked together as a whole conference to develop rules that empower all members. But we're not empowering certain members over others. Last night I was presented the only way to have 218 votes if I provided certain members with certain positions, certain gavels, to take over the church committee, to have certain budgets. And they even came to the position where one, Matt Gaetz, said, "I don't care if we go to plurality and we elect Hakeem Jeffries and it hurts the new frontline members not to get reelected."
All right, so people was trying to, wow. So how come y'all didn't take that? Did y'all take that into account? Now, I just want to know. I'm asking because I want information on it. That's it. All right, that's it. He was saying people was trying to buy his vote. So are you saying that the people that they're trying to put in place of him would actually, they are purchasing the votes the same way he's not buying the votes? Like, it seemed to me like in order for me to get your vote, I gotta allow you to get what you want. I know that's all a part of the going back and forth, and you know what I mean? I got you on that. I got you on that, but it sounds like he can't be bought. So what am I missing? It sounds to me like he can't be bought.
Well, that's not about America, and I will always fight to put the American people first, not a few individuals that want something for themselves. So we may have a battle on the floor, but the battle is for the conference and the country, and that's fine with me.
What do you think the battle is for the conference and the country?
Yeah.
The problem is that you have a math problem, you just can't get there. So what do you do on the 10th vote, the 30th vote, the 50th vote, if it just doesn't move?
Look, I have the record for the longest speech ever on the floor. I don't have a problem getting a record for the most votes for speaker too. Thank
This Bama got the longest speech ever given as a House TED Talk. He's given the longest House TED Talk ever in history. But he's saying I ain't got no problem being the person who ran the most times either and lost.
Thank you all. Well, I don't see how a few people, maybe it's 5, maybe it's 20, sit because they want a gavel that they can't earn by the conference of themselves. That would be interesting to me. That's not what the constituents voted him for.
Wow. Listen, I hear what y'all saying. I hear what you're saying. I hear what y'all are saying about him being establishment. And I hear what y'all are saying about that's how politics work. If the only way, and it's not done yet. This video is not done. There's still some more going on. I see a little bit after this red line. So don't let the red line fool you. All right. But he's saying that he's not buying their votes. Like, I'm not going to give you a job you didn't earn by simply in order to get your vote. Because if he would have done that, he would have the nomination. So isn't it good? Isn't it a good thing that he's not buying the votes? What am I missing here? It sounded to me like he didn't buy the votes. What am I missing?
You can first impression of a Republican majority for America. Unify the conference.
Oh, he did walk out. My bad. So he did walk out. I thought he was going to start naming people, but that would have been against the rules. Been against the rules. Luciano Luck said, "Bull, sugar, honey, iced tea." So you saying that he was just playing the game? He was just making up excuses. He was just trying to buy time until he ran again. He knows very well that he should not get the seat, but he's going to run anyway to try to mess things up. But he clearly has purchased some votes already, and those people are not going to give up their votes because they've already, invested in him. They've already invested in him. Unless they're pulling out, pause. You know what I mean? And they can pull out. Will he allow them to pull out? That's the real question. Will Kevin McCarthy allow people who bought the vote, whose votes he purchased, by allowing them to get what they want, can they pull out of the deal and vote for somebody else? That's what I want to hear from y'all. So there's Kevin McCarthy. He's saying it's not my fault, bro. It's the fact that they're being greedy. They're trying to control me. They think since I'm in the that I'm getting in the seat that they can buy that out. Come on, that they can buy my vote. No, you cannot. Not for sale, or vice versa. But y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know with that. Y'all want Jim Jordan to run and Byron Williams, but I want to know who's the best. All right. And like Lisa Marie 5814 says, make sure you always pull out.